Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we'll talk about BTC. We'll take a look at BTC on the macro level and what type of price action we could be anticipating going into Q2 2023 and all that good stuff, right? By the way, the price of BTC just about like a $27,900 on Gemini, right? So now let's start up with the the 3D time frame before we talk about the monthly and the BTC dominance breaking out above 47% and all that good stuff. Okay, so when we take a look at BTC on a 3D basis, what we've been saying over the last few weeks is like, as long as we can stay above our 3D 21 EMA, the trend going to be up for the bulls, right? So as you can see right now, we broke out above our 25k area. 25k was our resistance back in September, August, and all that good stuff, right? Back in the summer, basically, right? And we dumped down to the low 15k, mid 15k areas, and retested it just about like early February. So could not break it until basically March. Okay, the price level we retesting right now in terms of Fibonacci, it is our 382 Fibonacci, okay, which is just about like the lows of the summer 2022 and the highs of the summer 2022 were just about like a 31 to 32Ks, right? So we'll see if BTC, after breaking out above our major resistance right here, just about like a 25K, and being at the same time above our 3D 21 EMA, above the weekly 21 EMA, we'll basically manage to break above the 382 Fibonacci and retest the 50% pullback at 32K. As you can see right here, once again, 32K was our summer resistance before the breakdown, all the way down to like a 17 and a half and all that good stuff. Okay, so those price levels going to be important going into Q2 2023. All right, now 2022 right? Okay, 2022 Q1 was right here. We were bearish in Q2. It was looking for like a 25, 26K and all that good stuff in Q2 2022, and we got that, right? So basically in Q2 2023, it is just going to, it could be the inverse of what we had last year in Q2 2022, right? And all that good stuff. Okay, so now in terms of Fibonacci, as I just said, if we do a swing high from 69K, swing high from 69K and swing low all the way down to 15 and a half, right there, 15 and a half and 69K top, we can clearly see once again, okay, our 0.618 going to be all the way up to like a 39, 40K area, right? But we cannot be focusing too much, right? Bulls cannot be focusing too much around like a 40K unless we take out the 32K area. Just like what we said regarding the monthly 21 EMA. We'll take a look at BTC on the monthly, right? Regarding the monthly 21 EMA, what we were saying was like, we cannot focus too much on 32K and 40K unless we break out above the monthly 21, right? So if we take a look at BTC on the monthly time frame, we can see we just hit our monthly 21 EMA, and we've been talking about the monthly 21 EMA since like Q3, Q4 2022. Okay, we said bulls most likely going to be creating some accumulation phase, just about like a 21K plus minus 10%, or down to the monthly 100 EMA, and that's where we got our bottom, exactly at the monthly 100 EMA right there, just about like a 15.5, 16K, and we were looking for the reversal up to the monthly 21. So the hardest thing was to basically get back to the monthly 21 EMA. Now the next hardest thing is like to stay above the monthly 21 EMA. So how long will we be able to stay above the monthly 21 EMA? I don't know. Okay, but one thing we can clearly say is like, once we break out above the monthly 21, the volatility going to increase a lot, just like what we've seen back in 2015, back in 2019, and again in 2020. After we got back above the monthly 21, we pump all the way up to 69, right? So once again, I'm not saying if we close above the monthly 21 EMA, we will, price action will be going to the moon and all that good stuff, right? But we will see. Okay, got to take it step by step. Got to take out the 50% pullback, 0.618 pullback, all the way up to 40K and all that good stuff before we talk about like breaking above all-time high. Okay, so now if we go back to BTC on a lower degree, now let's take a look at BTC on a 3D basis once again. Okay, so if we take a look at BTC on a 3D basis, in terms of support, even though we broke out cleanly above the 25K resistance, we still have to respect the previous resistance. Okay, it could act as support just about like a 25K 24K give or take, okay, depending on the volatility. In case we get any shakeout, right, market could basically dump like 10% 15% in like 1-2 hours and all that good stuff, and basically reverse right back up. We've seen it multiple times. Okay, sometimes BTC breaks out above previous resistance and basically push to the upside and retest it. I'm not saying it will do it, but if it does, most basically bears will flip bull, right, and try to accumulate right here and expecting a move back up to the 32 and all that good stuff, right? But for the current bulls, they don't have anything to do, just have to sit tight, relax, and enjoy the ride. If they get another opportunity, bang, okay, it would be a nice reaccumulation phase, right? As you can see, once again, if we go back to 2021, we did have a similar price action, and that's exactly how we traded it in our premium between like a 40K to a 30K area. Just, was bearish right here and was bullish right here until we basically broke out above it. You can see that we pump all the way up nearly to a 0.618 and reverse back down to retest the previous resistance, which acted as support before going all the way up to all-time high. Okay, it is a possibility, it is not guaranteed. Okay, it will play out like that, right? And on top of that, the good news for the bulls is like, if we take a look at our MACD once again, okay, the MACD, it is still positive, it is pointing up, so no sign of a macro reversal as of now, as long as we're getting a positive MACD, meaning like our MACD pointing to the upside, right? Just like that. So no sort of divergence at all. If you take a look at it right now, you could say it is not a divergence, right? If we pump for the next like a few days, the divergence could be, could fade away, right? And we're going to be making a new high on our MACD. Yes, in regard to the sorry, I said it multiple times, we just didn't know how long we were going to stay in this box. We didn't know. Okay, so we could not basically just say like, hey, we got a divergence right here, we're going to be going down to a 1K and all that good stuff. Okay, like most bears been calling and all that good stuff. Okay, so basically support for the next like a few days, weeks, if we get any shakeouts from the bears, 24-25K going to be the primary support, right? And if it breaks it and create any type of wicks to the downside, we still got the 3D 21 EMA at 23K. But once again, Leroy, it is a moving average, right? It could be anywhere around here within the next like a few days, right? Depending on the volatility and all that good stuff. So just keep an eye on the 25K area for the bulls, right? And the 3D 21 EMA within the next like a few days, going into Q2 2023 and all that good stuff, right? So now let's take a look at the BTC dominance really quickly. So the BTC dominance, I talked about it like in early January, okay, and we were saying like the BTC dominance could possibly pump all the way up to a 53%. It is still possible, right? But one thing we got to take out first, it is going to be the 48% resistance. As you can see right here, back in July 2021, when BTC was bottoming right around like a 32K, the BTC dominance stopped right there, okay, at 49%. Once again, October 2021 got another top right here, just about like a 48%, and another top in June 2022 when we bottomed at somewhere around like let's take a look at it right here to be exact, right there, 17.5, right? You can see you know, we topped right there. Okay, so the problem is like when the BTC dominance pumps to the upside, right, and the BTC price action is dumping, right, it is a good news. Okay, so however, if the BTC dominance is pumping, right, and BTC is pumping at the same time, it might not be a good news, right, for alt, right. It means like we might not be seeing an alt season until the BTC dominance starts to slow down, right. So we'll see over the next like a few days or weeks if the BTC dominance is going to slow down right here. If not, it could push to the upside all the way up to a 53 to a, 53.5%, which is just about like a 0.6 50% pullback. Okay, 0.618 could be too bullish, right? Just about like a 57. So it might be too soon to be talking about like a 57%. But one thing to keep an eye on, two things actually to keep an eye on, it is going to be the first one going to be 48% and the second one 53% and all that good stuff, right? All right guys, that's all I wanted to cover for today. Thanks a lot for watching.